Childhood flashback?
Be careful now. You'll fall if you keep running.
That happened so quickly and so directly.
See?
Also, what kind of a thing to say is that? You're gonna fall if you keep running?
Take a look.
Have some faith in your boy, even though he proved it right.
Not this again. Shige, stop!
Admittedly, this must get really tiring.
Oh well, what the heck?
Dad's leaning into it though. Might as well enjoy it if you can't fight it. And Mob just can't help himself but launch this thing into the stratosphere, paralleling his value as a human being. Even then, continue forward. Is this the episode about my life?
Who'd have thought? A whole building in Mob's name.
Oh no! Wow, we are really escalating fast.
Its leader. It now has over 700 members.
Psycho Helmet religion. Mob's religion is approaching my Patreon numbers.
The faith is also gaining popularity and spreading on the internet as a meme religion.
How do people not immediately recognize this image as Mob? The helmet hair is such an obvious giveaway.
If Mob ever decides to appear and make his identity known, this order will get even bigger.
He could do some good with this, no? He could step into the helm and
Just
not
seems
be
like
like
it'd
a
be fun.
crazy weirdo.
It's
It
your
would be
favorite
fun.
time of year once again. That's right,
excited.
you guessed it. Annual marathon time.
Oh, thank God, finally! Mob's been training for this, which means he'll die a slightly less painful death than
Hey,
usual.
Mob.
Miss Otto, what is it?
Well, there's something I want to talk to you about. You think maybe you could meet me on the roof?
This is sort of a bombshell.
It's really important, okay?
It wasn't that long ago you'd get beat red and flustered from even talking to a girl.
I'm kind of upset that that writer girl's plotline got dropped. I was rooting for them. And they had such a sweet moment together. I have a weird feeling there's something wrong with Tsubomi, like she's an alien or something like that. So if he doesn't end up with her or someone else, that's just going to be my headcanon. He gets together with book writer girl.
Thanks for coming, Mob. I wanted to talk to you about the marathon.
Oh, thank God. For a second there, I thought it was going to be about something unimportant, but we all love running just so much.
Why not use your powers to run faster and then totally shock everyone by winning?
But why?
Okay.
Well,
Yes, why indeed?
there was a split-second shot of you from behind. They analyzed the footage and found out that your uniform was
Oh
from
no, Mob
some
also
middle
has
school.
exposed himself to the internet.
The followers are positive that the poltergeist incident was real, and it only
This is
deepened
just
their
happening.
devotion.
This is happening. Mob, just buckle in.
You can reveal your powers and then prove you're the leader they've been looking for. Don't you want to make an important moment like that as epic as possible?
You know, Mob's indifference to it makes him the best candidate for it. You know what I mean? If he was foaming at the mouth at the idea of having this much influence, that would be a major red flag. But since he doesn't seem that attached to it, I feel like optimally it's just a tool he can use to do good things. You know, like if he actually identifies a cause for which having a loyal group of followers would be useful, and he approaches it in an ethical way that's non-exploitative, it actually can end up being something great.
I'm sorry, but I think that would be cheating. Physical strength only.
He's so
I'm
good.
jogging now, so maybe by next year I'll be able to place in the top 10.
Oh, that's a really high goal. Respect.
Who knew you actually had a goal in mind?
I mean, he spends all that time running.
If I ran in next year's marathon and placed in the top 10, I was gonna ask out Tsubomi.
What? Are
That is
you
a lot of obstacles to place in your way
Takane?
of doing something really, really simple.
But I was hoping to look cool, placing at next year's marathon.
Shigeo? How are you able to change so much right under my nose without me noticing?
He's true to his roots, I guess.
I'll just have to train as hard as I can and place somewhere in the top 10.
Yes, because no girl can refuse someone who places in the top 10 at a running event. It hurts me a lot. I too can relate to the feeling of being stupid. But like I said before, it's wrong in all the right ways, you know what I mean? Like, Tsubomi is not it, you know? There's plenty of girls in this school. There's Banana Girl, Ice Cream Girl, not to mention my personal favorite, Novel Girl. And honestly, he doesn't need to have a girlfriend now at all. There's no doubt in my mind he's gonna have someone great eventually, because he's so young. But look where it's leading him, you know, his change is so palpable. The more I think about it, the more I just think it's all energy. And then it's just a question of like, what do you do with that energy? There are people with that kind of infatuation or love that, I don't know, that it sort of drives them into this self-destructive spiral. Mob uses his energy to explore life and make himself better. I mean, if you're not a perfect person and you have things you're working through in life, this is probably one of the best models you can hope for, right? Like, you take that energy and you put it into something that benefits you structurally and holistically, like improving your body and your mind, you know, without violating other things, which I think is sort of a small but key thing. And Mob saying he's not going to break the rules to win the marathon. I mean, look at how much it means to him, right? But he's still going to run like a peasant. That is real strength. When the king runs in the race of peasants. This is sort of a tangential thought, but I've been thinking recently that a good predictor, or perhaps a prerequisite for success, is what people are able to do with pain or uncertainty or emotions that threaten to be an obstacle obstacle. It's sort of tough to reach for anything that exists in a higher level of value than one normally lives without some sort of conflict, both internal and external. And a lot of times it's for prolonged periods of time. And the questions are like, what do you turn that into? How long can you exist in that discomfort without giving up, or even worse, compromising your self-respect? Do you rationalize painful things away to a point where they're less true but more palatable? Or do you struggle through things and try to obtain gems out of the experience, as hard as it can be to actually do that? Mob is just a great example of that, because he's working through something big. He's working through something pivotal to himself, and there's a lot of danger for him. There's a very strong desire for a whole bunch of things here, and that just comes part and parcel with insecurity and fear and psychic danger. But he navigates it so admirably. You know, like he works so hard at things that actually seem good and useful, marathons aside. And he's a good kid. Like, he's just great. Like, how many middle school students would think about not breaking the rules if they had powers like he has? I don't know. I could easily talk about how great Mob is for 45 hours.
No way. I never imagined.
But now we have a much more ambitious
Do you
goal.
even remember where you finished last year?
I was 291st.
That's not bad. Could have been worse. Could have
Very
been
bottom 10 of 300.
8 other numbers.
My older brother is on the high school track team, and he's really good.
Ball
Should I ask
chains.
him for some tips?
Last minute advice isn't going to suddenly turn him into a speedster.
But it wouldn't hurt.
Watch what you eat between now and the race, and tone your body a bit.
We're not talking about a diet here.
She's so negative. All these people are like being so nice with their advice.
What really matters is whether or not you want to do this. For you,
He does.
it's about having the will to succeed.
He's got the will, but not the body, apparently.
Take my running shoes. What? But those shoes are brand new. You're just gonna give them to me?
That's love right there.
Thanks, but why, Onigawara?
Do they fit him? They're like 8,000 sizes different.
So you ended up with them, Kageyama.
Just can't turn it off, can they?
Onigawara bought those shoes in the wrong size.
Oh, that explains it. Still nice though. Still nice.
The boy's got a big marathon coming up.
A big marathon.
I love how, what's his name? Grimy. That's not his name. Dimple has become, without even realizing it, just totally on Team Mob like all of us. He sounds like a proud parent talking about this marathon.
He hopes that placing in the top 10 will give him the courage to tell Tsubomi how he feels.
But there's a more direct route. We could talk about that maybe. Is it? I guess in middle school.
You won't be needed here for the next few days.
Huh? I won't.
Hey,
Looks
That's a
like
bro.
it's gonna be a slow week for new clients.
liar. A beautiful lie.
We're gonna get your legs accustomed to the actual course you'll be running.
Amazing that Reagan not only lied about the plans, but just decided to blow them off. Apparently. But priorities. Mob is always the right choice. And actually, I think what's most important is not the marathon or Tsubomi, but the fact that they're there to support Mob in the way he wants to be supported. He's really being heard, right? Like, they're really listening to what he wants, and they're recognizing the beauty in it, and they're sort of going along with the running thing for Tsubomi, even though they recognize that it's not really going to be life or death for him ultimately, but he is of life or death importance to them, and so they're going out of their way to help him. And that's such a touching thing, and so well deserved, obviously. But part of me also is like, we could like talk about just expressing your feelings honestly. You know, we could talk to Tsubomi. I mean, in many ways, that's more terrifying than running a marathon, but it's more direct. I mean, I feel like it would be good practice for life, just saying what you need, being vulnerable in the right ways. I mean, I feel like there's a certain thing about that just sets you apart immediately. I mean, it's tricky. You got to be really careful about confessions. I think where people go wrong a lot of the time is they kind of approach it with an expectation or even a sense of entitlement. But I think that just a good, genuine, honest, centralized discussion of one's own feelings and one's own desires in a way that's non-pressuring, if possible, for the right person will have some interesting effects. Like, at the very least, it makes you notable for being able to speak honestly and express yourself. Though, now that I'm saying this out loud, I'm realizing how fun the marathon arc is. I wouldn't trade it for anything.
Come on, lift those feet, Reagan! Shut up!
You chose this. You chose this life. He's been running away a lot emotionally, but I guess not physically.
You wanna stop for some tea?
We've only been going for about 10 minutes, Master.
Mob actually has made some progress then, if he's doing it right.
Is he training for the marathon?
Yeah.
Correct.
He's gonna place in the top 10 to boost his courage and ask out Tsubomi.
We're all lending a hand. You want to join?
Tsubomi Takane? I remember playing with her when we were all little kids.
Tsubomi's sort of a big deal around here.
I remember her going home in the middle of a game of hide and seek.
Uh-huh. Interesting.
Just be careful with all of this, brother.
Yeah, there's a little danger here. Some romantic danger, psychic danger.
You shouldn't spoil your older brother like that.
Is something going
They're
on?
all in.
He's just been working
All of them
really
are in.
hard
It's so great.
lately. Knowing that, I don't mind.
He all got his
helping him
back.
out.
This is, he already has something of more value than Tsubomi. He has a thing of ultimate value. They're all, like, just caught up in his wave. The mob wave. Level 100 friendship.
We're here to sub in for Kageyama.
Whatever you need, we're on it.
Are you guys open? I didn't make an appointment, so...
Is that Tsubomi?
But I can't let her find out that my brother has anything to do with a shady place like this.
I heard that you
We've
also
cleaned up the image a little bit,
specialize
no?
in relationship advice.
I mean, we did just have a major scandal, but...
You go to Salt Middle School. What a coincidence! I know someone at Salt Middle.
Whoa, what a coincidence! Nice, put it 2 and 2 together.
What I'm saying is that there's no need for you to rush into things by asking him out, Miki. Not in my opinion, at least.
Wow! Okay, thank you so much! That's actually some really helpful advice.
I didn't fill out the questionnaire, but would you mind if I asked you some questions too?
This should be good. This is going to be revealing.
The person I like is actually someone I met at cram school.
Ah, that's
Oh?
interesting.
We even meet up and walk home together after cram school. You think
Okay.
I should ask this person out?
Oh no. Oh no, it's someone else?
The other person is obviously interested in you as well. If you ask them out, there's a high probability they'll say yes.
It's over.
Man, Reagan's advice worth every penny. Or no pennies. It doesn't seem like they paid.
Can't tell, brother. I just can't. I believe in you, Shige.
Yeah, this would be pretty heartbreaking for Mob to learn about, assuming she's not talking about him. But it also sort of doesn't matter for a bunch of reasons. One is just that this is just so beautiful. Like, everyone supporting Mob in this way. Tsubomi can't touch this. Not that a relationship with the right person couldn't be great, but we got something great in hand. And the other is that even though this is the kind of thing that your mind will grab a hold of and will amplify the anxiety times 1,000%, ultimately it's of not much significance that she has a crush. Pretty much everyone alive has someone they have their eyes on at a certain moment, and you don't know how it's going to play out. It's weird, but I feel like if there was some way to like snap your fingers and have the full truth, it would be a weird process whereby the first thing you would experience would be massive pain at the realization of how many things you are terrified of are real and are happening. But then the next stage I feel like would be relief and happiness, because you would also have the full perspective on it and realize that it sort of doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter that Tsubomi has a crush for Mob's relationship in many ways. Like, it doesn't matter for his life ultimately whether or not he ends up with her, most likely. And also it doesn't matter, very practically speaking, for his chances with her. It does make for some juicy middle school drama though.
I didn't know you went to cram school, Tsubomi. You've never mentioned it before.
I don't. The truth is, I just made that whole story up. I didn't want you to get scammed
False.
or something, so I thought I'd throw him a curveball and test him a bit.
Flag?
So what do you think? Did he pass your little test or what?
So it could be Mob.
He didn't say anything wrong exactly, so he's probably fine.
He is fine. Reagan also is having a hard time physically. I'm actually pumped to see what happens with this marathon. Mob, we love you either way. We love you no matter what. We're proud of you. Now, Mob said he wouldn't cheat, but
It's time to present
the
their
temptation is
beloved
going to be there
leader.
all the way
Come
through.
on, Mob. You've got this.
Ritsu will be just fine, but I'm worried about Shigeo.
Yeah, he's got
Mom
the
is just
stamina of a snail.
at her wit's end.
He's doomed. The poor guy is super nervous. Don't look so down, Kage.
Aw.
Show everybody what all that training has done for you. We're your rivals out there today.
There's like 10 of them, so that's already not shaping up well for his chances of placing in the top 10. I have been drawn into this marathon more than I thought I would be. It's not about the marathon. It's about who we are and who we show up as, and how much we love our boy Mob. He's already got a whole 2 sweat drops. Oh no, Mom was right. Mom was right all along. If you run, you'll fall. It's just the golden rule of Mob, I guess. On his nose, too.
That leg's gonna keep you from catching up to the front runners.
No, only positive thinking. This is not the moment.
Oh no, what happened to your leg? You've been building up your stamina, right? Hang in there!
Just
There you
keep
go.
it up.
There you go.
Doing great,
Some support.
Shigeo.
You'd love to see it.
I'm so proud of him.
Good.
I should make something extra yummy.
Yes, this is correct. This is a huge relief hearing that from Mom.
You can do.
Did he hear her say that? I feel like that would have been a huge boost. Why did she hold herself back? He's just running on emotion right now.
You've only got about a kilometer.
Reagan running the race.
Move those legs.
There you go. I got a personal trainer.
Group of guys up front are way too fast.
They're
So
animals.
far ahead.
Yeah.
I'm not sure you'd catch up even if you sprinted. He's currently in 74th place.
Almost in the top 10. But let's just like take stock of the fact that he was what, 291st the last time? That is unbelievable growth. If Tsubomi can't see this, it's fine, honestly. She doesn't know him anything for being great, but I feel like she will see it.
Should we get a taxi?
At least we're thinking.
Mind, but he hasn't given up yet.
I know this pain too. Respect. This kid is tough. Oh, he's teetering. Did he die? Is he in the hospital? Oh no! Oh no, he didn't finish.
You
Or
shouldn't
did
be
he?
pushing yourself too far.
Yes, sir. So I take it
Who is
the
this?
marathon's over, right?
Your younger brother managed to overtake some upperclassmen and ended up in 9th place.
He did, huh?
Is there a
That's
thing with
awesome.
him and Tsubomi? Oh, that's so nice for him to root for his brother like that. God damn, he just keeps getting better and better.
Do you need a ride home?
No, that's okay.
There's something surreal about this whole thing.
We're celebrating. Ritsu placed ninth, and Shige did his best.
Fair enough.
Alright, Mom. You have improved a lot since the start of the episode. Telling your boy he can never run.
What's up?
I know you.
This kid.
You're that kid
Gary.
How did you find this place?
Weird. Weird.
Looks like your parents are here. How unfortunate. That complicates things.
What do you want?
Hold on. What is that supposed to mean?
Yeah. Damn, I was riding this marathon high. Can't believe I just said that. And now things just got...
It's like
Oh, is that smoke?
Wonder what's going on over there?
A fire, I guess. Wait.
That's Mob's house. No, we were doing so great. We were so...
Apparently there was a sudden explosion and it just went up in flames.
But everyone is fine.
No one's seen the family, so we don't
No,
know
you
what
shh. Be quiet.
Get away from there! Someone, please, stop him before
He'll be alright. Let him just do his thing. Work his magic.
They're fine.
Yeah, they're
Dad was
fine.
home today,
Yes.
but he's strong and reliable.
Yes. He is strong and reliable. But Mob's mom is a little bit anxious.
She's always extra careful when
Yes,
she uses
right, exactly.
the stove. Not to mention, Ritsu is here.
He's responsible and smart.
It'll be all right. It's
Oh my
too
God, I
bad our
hate
home
this.
is burning down, but as long as we're together, we can start over.
Right. Right? Nothing he has said so far is wrong. Yes.
Then that same person could have kidnapped them and taken them away.
Yeah.
No,
That's
we have to
way
hurry.
better than being in his fire, though.
Close your eyes, Shigeo! Look away!
No! No! Don't do this to me! What am I looking at? What am I looking at right now? What the hell is going on? No, this can't be real. Why is this happening? Everything was so good. Oh, I hate you. Oh, I hate you so much. That was the worst cliffhanger of all time. That was such a messed up sucker punch. What a beautiful episode, running a marathon, being our best selves, having people believe in us, and ending like that. You evil. It's just evil. Also fantastic. Great writing. I refuse to believe that there are harms. I can't think of a logical explanation, but there is one, damn it. It's kind of sickening how you can feel how easily that would just derail everything. You know, everything we were building this whole time, everything we were building this episode, it's frustratingly vulnerable. Yeah, it's a lot to take in, but the ending aside, this is one of my favorite episodes, I think, for the beauty it contained. Like, just the heart Mob has, the way he approaches life, trying to do his best. Having a clear vision and goal and sticking to it, and not making excuses, and not cheating and having principles, and then even more beautifully people rallying around him, which is such the perfect setup for what happens next. Damn it, I can't shake it. I can't shake it.